What's going on, y'all? Forward Favor, man. We are back with a video. We're doing a reaction to We Have Switches. We're not scared of Trump. Thugs in Chicago say they don't fear a National Guard. Now, we're tuning into Mr. L. Boyd Reacts' channel. We're going to do a reaction simultaneously with him and kind of get his feedback as well. But let's hop into the video.
Not send the National Guards to Chicago, gang. Not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. This is Chicago. Them go fight back. I'm telling you, them go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
Oh, so what is that supposed to mean here, guys? You're talking about a switch. Obviously, the concept of switches just means that they have a Glock specifically, and there's like a little device that basically gets put onto the back of the firearm itself, and it makes it a fully automatic pistol. Like, do you think that the National Guard is going to come in here with some type of single shot, you know, consumer grade firearm? Don't think that. The ones who are going to make an attempt to actually push back against the National Guard, specifically in like a violent form or fashion, do you think I care truthfully, deeply? Let's play this game here. How much do you think I care about the people that are trying to skirt the law? I don't care who's skirting the law, bro. You're skirting the law. The National Guard is going there to clean up the garbage, bro. You're basically showing where the garbage is. You get what I mean? You're showing the people where the garbage is. It's that guy right there who just fired at you with a Glock 19 with a switch on it, with a 30-round magazine. As the level of armor piercing from one of these gigantic monstrosities is absolutely crazy. All right? It's crazy. We're talking about some of the least trained to shoot individuals known to man here, guys, all right? They find some type of illicit firearm on the street. They start shooting sideways. They're going to hold the firearm sideways with terrible accuracy and aim and all types of absolute stupidity and ignorance, guys. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't care. All right? I can't care. Not anymore. Listen, if you're not down for the conversation, if you're not listening, if people are telling you, hey, listen, guys, you cannot continue to live in the manner that you're living in. You cannot continue this here. How many people need to lose their lives consistently because of your absolute idiocy and ignorance? How much? How many more, guys? If they start firing, you have to give the National Guard the authority to basically defend themselves back. Their training is better than the guy on the street who purchased their Glock 19 from the back of someone's trunk, guys, okay?
Behind me, protesters are making their way to Trump Tower, which is right behind me. They're headed there right now. They're calling to shut down the entire system is what they're chanting.
All right, before we move on to this next clip, I'm not sure what's going on. I guess just people protesting in the streets of Chicago, so this possibly, but yeah, the first clip with a guy talking about Chicago's not like any other breed and like we do this and do that. That's why Chicago diluted, you know, and a lot of it came through the music. You know, Chief Keef, a lot of these guys went 2010, 2012 days to where, you know, the mainstream media picked these guys up and then it was popularized, and then like across the country, inner city kids wanted to be like these Chicago kids, so everybody started getting extended clips or magazines, what he's talking about. Now we're putting switches on everything. It's like a very demonic game is being played right now, and it's being navigated or originated through some of the music. So with that being said, I agree completely with everything Mr. Boyd said. It's like, give me a break. Y'all are street kids, and y'all gonna try to compare y'all's firepower to the National Guard. Like, that doesn't even make sense. There's over 100,000 gangs. Nobody cares. Sounds like they're about to eradicate them, to say the least.
Right now, guys, as they make their way towards Trump Tower, we're going to see how close they can get. There's multiple road closures and construction closures, but they are on the move right now. Law enforcement is in tow, making sure this is contained as these demonstrators continue to move. Let's take a look over here, guys. These are the protest leaders behind me. They have Palestinian flags hanging from their car. If we go back a little more, you can see this banner behind me as protesters continue to make their way.
Also, you in fact
Speak, I'm Owen Richard.
protesting as long as it doesn't impede other people's rights also. You, in fact, have a right to protest whatever you want to do. I see nothing wrong with the concept of protest at all.
Quiet part out loud about Chicago. There are people who, like myself, were born and raised in the city of Chicago. Is it dangerous here? Yes, it's dangerous here. Are we generally desensitized to the amount of violence that goes on here? To some extent, yes. However, Chicago is one of them cities that what you live by is what you die by. Good, bad, or indifferent. What you win by is what you lose by. Sometimes when things happen in the city of Chicago, it's not a coincidence and it's not a shock to us, because if you be outside doing bullshit's gonna find you. Because you be outside doing. In all my years of being a Chicago native, there are a lot of things I've never dealt with because I don't be outside entertaining certain. I also have a.
I'm happy that nothing has seriously happened to you since you've been there, right? But notice the words that you're using here, okay? You're basically pointing out that things are actually happening outside. She's trying to make excuses and basically remove the accountability of the people that are actually doing the things, saying that, hey, listen, if I don't bother them, they don't bother me. How about we don't allow them to exist? Like, how about we start right there? We start at that specific point. Like, hey, guys, maybe you shouldn't be doing all of this crazy ridiculousness. Maybe not.
Good spidey senses. I know when to leave. I don't always need to prove a point to a stranger. There are some common sense things that were put into my head that have kept me alive. And you got it, big dog, is one of them. Some people have a hard time and a hard life in Chicago because they go outside, they do, they get involved with people who do.
Right.
They be attached to things that have brought them nothing but not even no money, and but just.
Okay, if this girl just gonna rant, like, what's the point? What you're getting at? Okay, yeah, to Mr. Boyd's point, like, we're happy, we're glad that you're inside, you're safe, and X, Y, and Z, but I don't play devil's advocate. Obviously, she just venting, right? Like, she has no control over, eradicating gangs or being the one to actually push the narrative. She's just like an innocent bystander. It seems like she's the type to just chill inside and get through dealing with Chicago. Will she live the rest of her years there? Who knows? But whatever she got to do to probably get off to college and, that 4-year university so she can move out the city, that's probably what she's focused on. But no point was made. Obviously, I'll take that back. Obviously, it's just smart to stay out the way.
Be fully aware. I get what you're saying. Right? I mean, obviously, you don't have to adhere to the local culture. Let's just say that here. You don't have to. Nothing against you personally. Okay? I'm glad that you stayed away from all the absolute idiocy. All right? I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But can we fix the absolute stupidity? Because we're going to keep talking about Chicago from the outside. Because I'm not going there. Crazy? No.
So it seems that Mayor Brandon of Chicago and I think Governor Pritzker, we know why now they don't want Donald Jatavius.
Jatavius.
They done gave him a middle name, okay?
Okay.
They don't want him to bring the National Guard in.
Mm-hmm. Makes him look bad.
Chicago, the leaders keep saying, we don't want Donald Trump here. We don't want the National Guard here.
Okay.
I find it actually ironic because
they were there
when
before.
y'all had the Democratic National Convention, you called in the National Guard. You wanted them to protect you during your convention, but not regular Chicago people. Okay.
Yeah, pay attention to that because that's very important. It's indicative. Seriously. The only people they truthfully care about are the ones that are their buddies, right? Their cohorts. Let's just say that there, okay? Both of them, J.B. Pritzker, along with Mayor Brandon Johnson, they specifically have sights on something bigger than what they currently are. So why would they allow anything, right? They know their city, right? They definitely know it. We're going to protect the people who matter. That's basically what they said when they did that. Then saying, hey, listen, people of Chicago, you guys, as long as you guys keep getting arrested, the federal government is going to make sure that the local townships specifically that are housing you are getting basically, some type of income from it. So as long as they can make money from the actual crazy debauchery, the hospitals, et cetera, from all the nonsense, then why would they want to change that? They know the national.
Yes, this is common politician behavior. Protect what serves you. Don't align with what doesn't serve you at all whatsoever. So of course, like there's a particular agenda, and it's kind of the mayor be getting hella flack, But outside of that, Chicago itself, like I'm not too knowledgeable on the city. I went there I've been there one time. I was downtown the whole time. But even the aura and the energy kind of off to me. Like I was there and, I went down to the local McDonald's one morning just to get breakfast before a meeting because I was in town for work, obviously. So when I was there at the McDonald's, the whole ambiance was strange. Like the customers there, maybe because I was black, they just thought I was going to up the Glock on them. The customers there was kind of like standoffish, and even the workers there were standoffish as I was ordering my food. And then even the customers in there were kind of weird. Like, you see, you never know who's got it on them. Saw a couple little rascals in the corner, hooded up, all blacked out. Dude looking me up and down, So it's like, and dude looked like he was 15 or 16 years old. So that's the thing. It's like, they're really on the BS. Excuse my language. They're on that out there for no reason. And that's the nature of the city that's been cultivated over time, right? It seems like everybody's on 10. You got all these events. Labor Day was shot up. How many people got shot up on Labor Day, Memorial Day, all these days, every time it's a day where there's a cookout, 50 to 60 people get shot, maybe 15 to 20 people die. Very demonic activity there. Very demonic activity. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think what Trump's doing is exponential and it's needed. He had black ice sweeping through there, cleaning up the streets, and that's just one of the streets that you need. That's just one of the cities that you need to start with. There's a lot of cities across the country. Of course, bad things happen in every city. But obviously the cities that have the highest murder rates, the murder capitals, and where you see nonsensical headlines like Labor Day, 65 people shot, 10 died. It's like, are we living in a circus or what? Are we living in a war zone? Because that make no sense to me. Comment down below. Let me know y'all's thoughts, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless.